Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another session of Silversong. Bookkeeping-wise, I am pretty certain that we will not have a Whispers in the Woods session this coming Wednesday. Just a personal thing with one of the players that they have to take care of, which is not a problem. So we will likely not be having that session on Wednesday, but I will probably still do a stream then, just because I'll be around, so we might as well. Last time we did a little write a one-shot in one stream, which was actually pretty fun, and we actually did come up with something. We did end up writing a one-shot, so now that I have that, I'll hold on to it and run it on the channel eventually. But we could do another one, or we could do some maps. But honestly, it's pretty easy to pivot between the two. So just see how we're feeling on Wednesday. But yeah, so no whispers on Wednesday. We'll do something else instead. So probably at the same time, around 7. And I'll make the announcement. Hello, Shivi. I think that's all for bookkeeping. Other than that, we're good to go. Last time on Silversong, what happened? The Gale and Tibber suffered hangovers and familial drama in the presence of a rather flamboyant-looking bard who was excessively confused. Then Tibber hate crimed a dwarf. And then
I was cut out.
And then Gale and Ruva played fetch with a tiny little baby dragon. Well, Kaj obsessed over the owner's eyes. More specifically, the party discussed with the Dragonborn that they had run into previously in Silkenshore. A little bit more about what might be going on, as the Dragonborn was a little more informed than he had previously let on. And he expressed a desire to sort of ally himself with the party and work together to get the other half of the keystone that they're attempting to find. Which will lead them further along their quest for the mystical lyre. So, the Dragonborn told the party that he'd sort of narrowed down where he thinks it might be in one of the noble manors. And the party then discussed a plan to potentially gain access to one of those manors. There was a couple different widely diverse trains of thought in that direction. Everything from guns blazing, if you will, to stealth and subterfuge, as well as the very interesting one that was, we should just probably go talk to them. I thought that one was an interesting one too. So after discussing that, they decided to follow up a few more leads before. Are we freezing? I don't see any issues on my end. Well, if we are freezing, let me know. As for what I was saying, the party decided to follow up a few more leads before they pursued anything involving the manor, so that they could gain as much information as possible before moving forward. Rolla, the Dragonborn, mentioned that he had a few leads he hadn't gotten to follow up yet. And those were a wizard up in the faraway district who had an interest in dragons, which the party went and talked to last session, and she gave them a little bit more background into Dragonborn and dragons and how they operate. And then the other one was he was going to take a look at the church that seemed to be doing their best to treat Silvervein, the disease that their benefactors afflicted with. But we ended with the party leaving the wizard's house, Sinceria Shonik, up in the faraway district. So that's where we'll get right back to. Yeah, the argument over the plan. While Rolla was just standing there in the corner, his eyes going left and right like he's watching a tennis match. That was making me laugh too. All right, so which one was it? It was this one, right? Yeah, this is the better City Streets one, the one that's not horrible.
Overwhelming.
With all the yelling in the background. All right, so the four of you had said your goodbyes to Sinceria and Cindersnout. But I guess if there was anything you thought of in the week, you could pause for a moment as you leave and go, oh, one more thing. But you had made your way out of the wizard's house and the door had closed itself behind you. So it's really up to you if you want to turn around and knock on the door once more.
No, I'm gonna keep walking.
The way the door closes is kind of cool. I feel like we should,
Oh, what?
Do you not see the way the door closed?
No, I was walking.
Oh, just closed by itself. It was really cool, actually.
I didn't notice.
So
we're
where are we
off
going
to
now?
see, to get Pav and Brola, right?
Oh yeah, we left the cat.
The cat.
The
I
cat.
feel like that was kind of rude. Pavlova.
Oh, you're calling her a cat. Yeah, I would say that is kind of rude.
I don't think she minds.
It's like calling you, Rova's gonna
Pick words
take a
carefully.
step back and just look him up and down. A green pig? Really?
Wow.
That is extremely offensive.
Okay, all right, then. Perfect. We should probably not call her a cat then.
Where are we going?
You had that coming for what you said to the dwarf earlier, Tibbs.
That wasn't. Look. I was looking at the sky. I didn't know he was short. It wasn't even supposed to be rude, even if he was short. It was supposed to be a
changing your
greeting.
story. You said last time you had your eyes closed. Now you were looking at the sky?
My head was still up, but I mean, the stars. You close your eyelids.
The stars in the middle of the day. Yes.
Yeah. It makes sense. If you don't think about it too hard.
All right, so you make your way back down the staircase towards the lower part of the city, leaving the faraway district, and back down sort of by the park. So I'll bring you back to the map of glory.
I feel like we're missing someone.
Maybe. Might as well get this loading. There we go.
Let's try and get your best.
All right. So you're currently up right there. That being Sinceria's tower.
I don't know why, but the maps are taking a real long time to load, and this is like easily the most pixelated thing I've ever seen in my life.
I can't see anything.
It's
Really?
indistinguishable.
Oh, mine's fully, like, it's totally fine.
Yeah, the high res maps for maps like this where they have a lot of detail, I have to export them high res, which makes them a lot bigger. So they take a lot.
Normally
They
they
take
don't
longer to
take
load
very
depending
long.
on the person.
Yeah, usually
That's,
they're immediate.
I was like, yeah, I've been fine. It's just today is struggling.
that's so weird, because I tend to... Huh.
I mean, it's not like we have to move anything, so it doesn't matter. But
All right. So leaving the faraway district, you guys said you were going back to get Pavlova, which you left her at good graces in St. Willow Square. So I presume that's where you're headed.
Yep.
yeah, sounds right.
Very well. Then I'll take you right there.
Fast travel, woo. Oh, the map just loaded for me.
Well, we're
What?
gone.
Yeah.
All right. Where's that cat?
That's what I
I'm
was gonna say.
serious. She's...
There we go. That's better.
Where's the cat?
Don't you have that dagger to pick up, or is that tomorrow?
That should be tomorrow.
Damn, could have been real easy.
What do you mean?
Well, we're right here, right now. So if it was ready, it just quick pick up, but whatever.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna pat Pavlova's head really quick.
She wasn't really paying attention. She was just sort of eating a meal, and you just kind of pat her on the head. She's like, what? Oh, it's you guys again. I didn't see any sign of the Dragonborn you told me to look out for.
Yeah, we found him. Definitely came back here to tell you first thing too. We didn't want you to be waiting around here for no reason. I'm gonna stare up her while I'm saying that.
Oh,
We totally didn't walk by either.
you ran into them then?
yeah,
Yep.
somehow we found them. Apparently, one of the things that Gail can do, I think, is find things on maps and be right about them.
Yeah, following Gale hasn't let us astray yet.
Maybe it's an air genasi thing.
It might just be a Gale thing.
Or he's the luckiest man in the world.
All right. Then, what's next?
We go find Rolla.
We're gonna go get that dragon we were talking about, and I think we're going to a church after that, right?
Church. Oh,
Oh, you mean the Church of
Church.
Endless Slumber on the eastern side of town?
Right.
All right. I'm definitely interested in going.
Well, why would we go there?
What's there again?
I don't
Gail.
think there's anything there.
Gale thinks there's something.
Gale's there.
Also,
Gale's right there.
Rolla.
No, Gail said we should go to knocking on people's doors.
I mean, I'm pretty interested in the church. Sounds cool.
Let's go find Rolla.
I feel like we should have told him to meet somewhere instead of having to go all the way to town again, but
To the Sullivans? Oh, wait. I think he told Gail where to meet him. I don't know. I rushed out of the room and I kind of heard him still talking. And Gail was the only one still in there.
I wasn't paying attention.
Gil, the bard from the who's sitting at the bar walks up to you as you make your way over to that stool near the hearth and says, "Going to play a song for us, lad?" That's the Barge Seat.
Oh, I thought it was a seat for the fire.
Well, it's a stool I set up for playing at this here tavern. You going to play us a song?
Sure. You got an instrument?
Well, I've got my lute.
May I borrow it?
All right, here you are. Passes you the
All
lute
right.
that he has strung over his back.
Steps on the stool. I'm sure this won't go horrible.
All right, performance check.
Twing, twang, twang, twang.
All right.
Are you standing on the stool?
Yes.
Okay.
He just kind of bobs his head back and forth, slightly amused. You hit a few wrong notes here and there, and get a little bit lost part of the way through your song, but it's honestly a lot better than anyone would have expected.
Not bad.
He just
Ah,
kind
thank
of
you.
he nods along as you come to a stop and says, "Not bad indeed, lad. I'm impressed."
Oh, thank you.
Hey Tibbs, did you know you could do that?
No.
Here's a loot. I'll
So I can do
give the
anything.
seat back.
Ah,
I don't
thank
think
you,
he's
lad.
supposed to stand on it, though. I mean,
River stands up. May I try? I wonder if he's good because he's an air genasi. We're trying to find out what things he can do.
Well, I suppose I don't usually lend my loot out to strangers, but what's your name?
I'm Ruva. What's yours?
My name is Lucifer Whistlewind. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Ruva
fitting.
curtsies. It's very nice to meet you.
Here's the loot for you. You can have a seat.
Oh, thank you. Ruva sits down.
Performance check as well.
Oh no.
All right. Well, Ruva's deft and nimble fingers pluck all the frets on the lute, and a pleasant little song is played.
Ruva just hums along with it.
Very well. And Lucifer just kind of claps along as you play.
How the hell did she learn that?
And then,
She also a genasi.
Maybe.
Music classes at the orphanage when I wasn't looking.
Did I miss something? Is that what those sounds were?
We have classes?
I don't know. I was just outside sometimes and I heard some things, but
I like an apple a lot.
Ruva just laughs and finishes the song. Huh. I still have it apparently. Thank
Very
you so
good.
much.
Very good. I'm
Still.
impressed. Sound like a natural. Have you played before?
It would definitely seem so.
Yeah, it certainly does.
It's your turn now.
Well, thank you. I'll take my usual seat. I'm a bit of a regular player here at Good Graces.
it's an impromptu concert.
Yeah, sure. He just sort of begins to play as you make your way back to the others.
I like music.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Music?
Yeah, but it sounded good.
Thank you.
Where the hell did you learn that?
Ruva kind of just looks up in the sky like she's thinking. I can't
God.
really remember.
Okay.
Are we going?
I don't know. Where are we going?
To the church!
No.
Are we going to the
Rolla,
church?
Yeah, that's
Aren't-
what the original plan was, right?
I thought we were going to see Rolla.
Huh? Why would we do that?
Is that not what we were doing?
Nope.
Did we have a plan?
Probably not.
I think right now Rolla doesn't want to be seen with us, right?
This is going well.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that we were allowed to go do things while he was taking care of stuff privately without assistance because he prefers to be alone. So we were going to go do research, such
Okay.
as the church. To
I
the
see.
church!
So that's what he told you. I was trying to find out before he's gone.
Guys, was there something you asked Pavlova somewhere in there?
Oh, I just asked if she was done with her food.
Oh yeah, while you guys were messing around with the barge, she was just shoveling the rest of her food into her mouth, finishing up.
Okay.
Oh, what's in this cup?
Tavern ambiance. It looks weird if you leave all the tables empty, but I can't always have people sit in the same spot.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so you make your way back out to St. Willow Square, leaving the sounds of the bard playing in the distance. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way over here, 5. All right.
1, 2 step.
So making your way out of good graces and back to St. Willow Square, you may proceed where you want to go. I don't know where you want to go. Thanks for the follow, Dragon Shifter, by the way.
This way.
I feel like we have different ideas right now.
Very appropriate username for this type of campaign, I must say.
I'm going with Gale.
Wait, I thought it was this way.
Church?
Church is
No,
to
it's
the
a-
east.
Yeah.
South is to the rich people and that bar we came from.
Oops.
The glasses or whatever.
My bad.
Pavlova,
Pavlova.
where'd you go? Oh my
God
god.
took her.
She takes a brief little detour to the astral plane and then returns.
She has the zoomies.
Well, you take out your map that you own to reference as to where you want to go. Right now, you're standing out in front of Good Graces, but you may go where you wish. It's a big city.
Following Gale hasn't done me any harm yet, so I want to follow Gale.
Yep.
To the
follow
church.
Very well.
Eyes, Ruva.
Gale.
Then you make your way along the larger main road out of St. Willow Square and past the closed-up Cathedral of Our Lady Amelina. And eventually you arrive at the dirt roads and sort of grassy area of Dunhollow, winding your way across a small little dirt path, and eventually see sort of a hill on the eastern side of town. Slightly rocky, slightly grassy, surrounded by trees. And up on top of the hill, at the very top of a little winding stone staircase, you can see a large church. Let me just copy paste you guys. I'm gonna head back to. You guys go on ahead. I'm gonna go back to St. Willow Square. I'll catch up.
I didn't think I'd have to do stairs.
Like
There's
natives, come on.
not that many stairs.
Come on, man. This is a city. What kind of city has stairs?
Cities with hills in them.
Fuck.
So passing through Dunhollow, you eventually arrive at the
You
church.
guys think time moves differently here?
Then where?
The rest of the city?
Who's
That's why they
that?
don't sleep.
Ah.
Whose time?
The passage of time.
What's that? Is that a
The
book?
sun in the sky. When it goes
Like the
away,
sun-
it gets dark.
The
How
sun's
you
called
split
time?
the time of the increments.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever looked in any book ever?
Yes. That's how I can find out I can read your chronic.
Yeah.
How do you
think
not
Gale
know what
reads more than
time
most of
is?
us, right?
Then how does he not know what time is?
I thought you were talking about the person.
No, I said the passage of time.
After I
How
asked
is
who
that
it
a
was.
person?
So as you climb the stone steps up to the top of this hill, you can see off to your right another little dirt path that leads off to the side of the church. And behind a stone and iron fence, you can see gravestones dotting the grass as a
Yeesh.
cemetery lies off to the side of this church. And as you approach the actual church itself, walking towards these two large wooden doors, on either side of you, you can see these stone statues intricately carved into the shape of shrouded skulls. A skull with a sort of hood over it, and the fabric sort of intricately carved in stone. And then your attention is brought to the roof of the church high up above you, where you can hear crows calling out over the bustle of the city. But the church doors are unlocked, and so, Gale, as you make your way up to them, you can push them apart and open the twin wooden doors into a large cathedral.
Absolutely.
Do churches normally have so much death?
Some do.
Wow. There's a lot going on right now, James.
I mean, this is a very specific
I mean,
church.
seems kind of creepy. Skulls and like all. They got more space for gravestones than the actual church. Are we gonna die?
Probably not.
Not very
All right.
reassuring.
So the church itself, as you enter, is far darker than the daylight that you just left.
This is a cult.
And as soon as you walk in, you see several figures robed in black and yellow robes. Some of them wearing polar opposite white and blue robes, hemmed in gold. All bustling about between these tables that have been sort of set up. On your left and right side, you can see that the pews have been pushed out of the way along the sides of this stone hall. And instead, these tables have been set up and sort of lined with linens where several bodies lay. Most of the figures that bustle throughout the hall appear to be in some form of religious garb. Don't worry, Chibi, I'll blow them up for you. And as they move about the hall, all each attending to their own business, you see them carrying small little clay bowls filled with ingredients and moving between these tables, sort of treating the folk lying on these tables. Immediately in front of you, sort of bathed in the warm orange torchlight of this hall, is a woman wearing all red armor, which is an incredibly striking figure. This sort of armor is not exactly a common occurrence. Most armors take the grays of the metal they're made from. Hers, while you can see at the edges, is in fact made from metal, has this sort of striking red appearance. And she just sort of stands over a body lying here on this table as you enter.
What did we just walk into?
Gail, as you walk up to the woman, she sort of turns off to the side, and you actually get a good look at her face as she turns. And across her face, you can see what at first you thought was just maybe some sort of paint, but as you look at it a little bit closer, they are what appears to be burn scars in a specific pattern across her face.
Oh, Jesus.
And as she turns to face you, you get a good look at the front of her armor, which is emblazoned with a sigil, which looks like this.
Better not be that skull or that face.
Waiting for the sigil. Like, where are you?
There you go.
Okay, thank God.
Oh, that's more creepy.
What the fuck is this?
The sigil is in the shape of a shield with a human heart surrounded by antlers twisted around it.
Oh.
And the woman turns towards you and says, careful with the dead.
Why is it going to jump at me?
No, but it is good to be respectful.
Oh, right. What happened? Why is he dead? Or how did he die?
Well, this fellow passed away from Silvervein, and she just sort of motions with one of her gauntlets towards the neck of this elf lying on the table. And you can see that there's sort of distended veins along the side of his neck that bear this silvery color.
Are they all like this? This happened to everyone that's here?
She looks across at the other people on the tables across the church and sort of scans the room and says, "Hi, the ill in this church all suffer from Silvervein."
Any luck with the cure?
As of the moment, I have been informed that the priests of this church have not had much luck.
Unfortunate.
She kind of turns to then scan the rest of you to see all of you as you make your way into the church and says, most folk steer clear. They're afraid of catching it. What is your purpose for approaching the church?
Quite simple.
Realistically, if I would have known, I would have probably stayed back, but too late now.
Well, we're also trying to find out a cure.
While you guys ask about that, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, medicine is not my expertise. I was brought in as consultant, but I'm afraid my expertise does not exactly collide with this realm. If you want to speak more of the medicine, see Mr. Hathaway, and she points to a robed man.
Okay, I'll start in that direction.
Or Lady Stone, and points across to the far end. Again, this is not my usual church that I attend. I was simply asked to come in as consultant.
So this isn't your usual church?
No. You see, the priests here at the Church of Endless Slumber, they feared that Silvervein may be demonic in origin, and so they called in one of the Red Order, which is myself. I apologize, I have not introduced myself.
That's totally fine. We're the ones that came in.
Well, I am Sir Runica Lockwood of the Red Order.
Do you have a
The
nickname?
Red Order.
You may simply call me Runica.
Runica. Alright. Also, another question. Slightly off topic. How do I become a part of the Red Order?
Well, that process is, I suppose, complicated. One must kill a fiend of their own ability and then bring it to one of the bastions of the Red Order, and then one must perform the Red Sacrament, which involves the drawing of cautery. She motions to her face and sort of leans her neck, and you can see that the scars that cross her face in these sort of very specific patterns spread all the way down her neck, even to her collarbone and beyond. One must get their cauteries and then take the Red Oath, and at that point you're one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Say oath. So you guys are paladins?
Yes, I am, but we also have other members of our order who are more varied in expertise. Some more magical in origin.
Where do you guys typically reside?
Well, we have bastions all across the realm. We mostly travel between churches of the bride and groom. We are, I suppose, considered a subset of the Church of Death. We act as consultants when demonic interference is suspected. We are brought in to stop it.
So, sort of demon hunters.
I suppose you could say that, yes. Demons, fiends, and devils.
That's
Sign
pretty
me up.
rad. That sounds really cool, honestly. I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, sign both of us up, me and Trevor.
I think she told us how to sign up,
I mean, wait, do we have to find it ourselves?
I would imagine.
It's a lot of work.
It's
Well,
probably
it
not
is-
an easy process.
It is a
Ah.
difficult life hunting devils. One must not take it lightly.
Well, if you ever hear of one, let us know. We'll do it for you.
I suppose. She just kind of chuckles to herself.
Do you consider a shadow a demon?
Shadow, I
You've killed one of
suppose-
them.
I suppose devils certainly could take a form similar, but part of the rite of the coteries is painting oneself with devil's blood.
Oh.
I mean, we have a sword. We could, like, draw our own blood from it. You think that works?
Well,
No,
the
What are you
devil's
talking about?
blood is what burns the skin and forms the coteries. It is a sacred, holy rite to prevent the influence of fiends on one's mind.
Do they all look like yours? The markings?
Coteries take different forms for each Knight of the Red Order, but they all bear similarities. They are patterns burned into the skin.
Keep that in mind if we ever run into any devils.
Indeed. If you do wish to join the Order, then devil hunting is demons and fiends as well. Is, I suppose, the way to do it.
You guys have, like, a pamphlet?
You mean like
Like,
a
say
piece
say
of
we come across a demon or a devil
parchment?
and we kill it. Where would we go?
I
Yeah,
would
do you have like a map?
I would seek out a church of death and ask the priests there where they can find one of the Red Order. They would likely know.
Is there, like, a time limit between the kill and ritual?
Well, devil's corpses and fiend corpses do not obey the same laws as ours. As long as you harvest some of the blood, you should be all right.
Okay. Noted.
Wait, one more question. Let's say me and Tipper here both. Oh, I'm Gale. What if me and Tipper here find one of them? Do we have to each have our own, or can we split it if we have enough blood?
Well, the Red Sacrament is intended that one must slay their own fiend.
What if we
Right.
both slay it?
Exactly.
Is it
yeah.
only killing blow, or is it, like, any damage? Like, you get credit.
Well, if you hunt it together, then I suppose that would be considered. I only meant that seeking out some sort of black market and attempting to purchase fiend's blood is not exactly
Oh no, we're poor. Trust me.
the intended
yeah.
path of a red knight.
I can't
No,
even
that's-
afford. Can't
yeah,
even
that-
afford night vision goggles. You kidding me?
That's lame anyway. I mean, we would just kill something. Sounds way cooler.
Well,
Yeah,
folk
for
who
sure.
take that path, and if you are a good enough liar and manage to sneak your way into the Red Order, you will not last long against your first fiend. That is why part of joining is proving that you are capable of besting one.
Yeah, no, sounds totally fair to me.
We need to find ourselves a demon.
We really do, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go looking for one, but, like, if we see one, then, you know, like, don't let it get away.
Are there any nearby? that you've
Nearby,
heard of?
no, I was brought in to investigate if Silvervein was some sort of demonic corruption in origin, and from what I can tell, it is not.
I'm gonna go off the assumption if there's one of these guys around that there's probably none around. Like kind of a ward.
Well,
Good word choice.
it is hard to say. Devils and fiends, they appear at the most inopportune of times. They are opportunists and seek out other magical power. So it's impossible
They're
to say when a
cowards.
fiend might appear, but
I don't have any magic, but he does, so I don't know, maybe that's more suited for you.
I don't know, but it sounds wicked fun.
It does sound really cool, I'm not gonna lie, but
We could do it together.
yeah. After we do this whole thing, let's go fucking demon hunting.
Deal.
Hell yeah.
well, fiend hunting teams are certainly something that exists within the Red Order. Those who work well together will often team up against more powerful fiends.
I think we should start at like level 1, but starting somewhere,
One must start somewhere. This
What the
is
hell's a
Speaking of
level
starting somewhere,
this is a difficult path, the path of the Red Order.
nah,
You say
totally understand.
difficult. I say stupid fun.
I
Okay.
suppose we all have our own perspective, but one must not take a fiend lightly. I will warn you.
All right. What's the coolest thing you killed? Better yet, what did you kill that gave you your marks?
Probably a fiend.
Right, but was it a special kind? Did it look funny? Did it have one eye? Like, what did it stand out?
I feel like
Well,
that's sacrilegious to ask.
We don't often talk about it, but I did kill a hellhound to gain my confidence.
That's fucking cool.
Very nearly bit my entire shoulder off in the
Oh, I'm
process,
sorry.
but I did defeat it.
Good job.
Oh yeah. How long have you been
Coolest thing.
a paladin?
It must have been, I believe, 4 years now.
4 years.
Indeed.
Wow. You don't look that old.
What is that supposed to mean, Tibber? Be nice.
That is being nice. Saying
Don't-
she looks very
You don't
accomplished.
You don't talk to a woman about your age. Remember the last time Ruva hit you for that?
That's why I'm not being rude about it. I'm saying she looks accomplished for her age. I didn't think she was that old.
Anyways, he's a little rude. Don't worry about him. I forgot my question. Shit.
I apologize if I was being rude.
No, you are not being rude. It is all right. I'm happy to talk about the order if you wish.
Another question for you.
All right.
Okay, so this question is about what's a paladin and what does it entail? Is there special things I need to do on top of killing a fiend?
Paladins are holy knights, I suppose you could say. They take an oath either to protect something, to avenge something, to redeem it. And they follow that oath carefully, often in orders of similar fellows.
You have to be incredibly disciplined to go.
Yes, they are often orders of discipline. Breaking one's oath is not taken lightly.
Is your oath the same as this church? Since you're working side by side with them?
The oath of the Red Order is a little bit different. Like I said, we are considered a part of the Church of Death, but we are a subset. We are unique. There are not nearly as many Knights of the Red Order as there are Priests of Death.
I'm sorry, did you say you're unique? I don't know if I want to be a part of the order anymore.
Unique.
Oh,
What is a eunuch?
My accent is a little bit strong, but I apologize.
No, that's fine. What? I've never even heard the accent. Where's it from?
What is a eunuch?
Well,
It means they don't have
I originally hail from
She's a
Moravia.
girl.
You might have heard the spear, most call it. It's just through the sea to the north.
Wait, I thought we weren't supposed to go over there.
She just sort of cocks her head, confused.
Dibber,
I'm
weren't
lost.
we
What?
not allowed to go over there?
Where?
Over the hill things?
The hill things?
Yeah. You know,
Like
the up north. What you talking about?
up north? Like north of where we're from?
Yeah.
The hill things, like a
Isn't
mountain?
that just the sea?
No, not north. We're not at the top of the island,
We're
Dibber.
pretty close.
No, there's a mountain range, and there's something about the mountain range or over or something that she's talking about.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh my god.
Sounds scary though.
Sorry,
It's like
we're interrupting your story.
forbidden or something.
I don't know if forbidden. It's just
Well,
where
maybe
I,
that's why we weren't supposed to go up there. I mean,
it's just
they're
where,
up there.
where I was born. I've not been there since I was a little girl, though.
Are you an orphan?
Okay.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm getting excited.
my parents are not alive, if that is what you're asking. Though I don't know if orphan is how I would consider myself. I am a
That's
member
exact-
of a brotherhood now.
Wait a second. So we're orphans, so if we become a part of the Brotherhood, then we're no longer orphans? Does that mean I get a different last name?
I suppose you may take a new last name. I just meant that it depends on what you consider family. I consider the order to be mine.
Okay.
We're getting some pretty good stuff here.
Yeah, I mean,
Very vital information.
what are we here for again?
Not this.
Oh.
I see. Well, if you are busy, you can attend your business. I will not hold you any longer.
I'm just here, man.
Well, we got really distracted because you're really cool. But we are looking for something. Maybe you can help us out.
All right.
We're trying to find a group of, what would you call them? Ne'er-do-wells? Creepy people? Spooky people? Tibbers, what would you say?
Huh?
How would you classify who we're trying to find?
Well, which one are we talking about? The group or the?
Yeah, the group. The group.
I don't know. We don't even really know much about them.
Wait, who has the mask or the face? Whatever it is.
Ruva.
Damn it. It's a creepy face for the logo. Looks kind of like a jester mask, I think.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with the sigil you describe. What does it pertain to?
Good question. I don't really know when I think about it. Like, I know they're not really good people. They've killed quite a few people that we've seen.
We believe that there's a group out there trying to stop us finding answers towards the cure to Silvervein. And this group possibly has ties to things that we were
connected.
looking into.
I see. Well, I would appreciate if you showed me the sigil then. If they are attempting to stop those who are curing Silvervein, then the priest of this church may be in danger. I would like to
I'll go
see
get
it
Ruva.
as their security.
She has it. I'll point to Ruva.
Hey, Ruva,
Ruva!
don't yell in church.
Sorry. Wait, am I not allowed to yell in church?
Well, it is indeed actually pretty quiet in here, yeah. Most people talking kind of lower voices.
Awkward.
Ruva is currently kneeling in front of the statues, eyes completely glazed over, and just whispering words.
Hey, Ruva. I don't mean to bother you, but we need that mask. Hello? Hey, Ruva. And I like reach out and touch her.
Uh, she just does not register it.
I look back at Gale.
She looked like bless the sacrifice. Your name, I appeal to you, Mayor. Mighty Babylon. Feverishly reign.
Where's her backpack? Right here? I'm going to her backpack.
Partiality.
I'm not gonna get close to that.
I
All
don't
right.
care. I'm looking in her backpack.
Well, Gail, you start to rifle through Ruva's things and have to push a bunch of clothing out of the way and some bottles of potion. But eventually you find the tucked away little slip of parchment with the sigil on it.
Aha! See, was that easy? Oh, he's not even here. Boop, boop.
When is Ruva religious?
Boop. Here you go.
You show the piece of parchment to Runica, and she just sort of looks it over carefully and says, well, my suspicions were correct. I am not familiar with it. But it is good to know. If I do see it around, I will be wary. Now that my job as demonic consultant, if you will, is finished, I am going to remain here as security for the priests of the church. So I will keep my eye out for these ne'er-do-wells as you describe them.
All right, I appreciate that. Oh, what's Kaj doing?
Kaz, you make your way up to a robed man in sort of black and gold robes. There you go. Who is standing over a wrapped up body and just sort of quietly mouthing words to himself with his eyes closed. But he turns towards you as you approach and says, hello, is there something I can help you with?
Hello, my name's Kaj. My friends are here asking a few questions. I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help you while they're here.
I see you're a healer.
Right.
Well, I'm afraid there isn't an incredible amount, but we will be grateful for extra hands. As of right now, we're not able to cure this affliction, but we are able to at least prolong the life in hopes that one day we are able to.
Right.
I was just saying, last rites for this fellow here, but we do have a few patients here who are still hanging on, if you will, and you may see what you can do for them if you wish.
Yep, anything you need.
What is your healing background?
Mostly just learning about herbs and doing things around the orphanage where I was raised.
I see, herbalism. Well, we have a few other herbalists here. One from the Church of Almelina you could speak with, who has been looking into herbal remedies for Silver Vein, but hasn't really been able to come up with anything. You could speak with her if you wish. He just kind of
that'll work.
turns slightly and gestures towards this woman here, who's wearing different robes than the others.
Okay. Thank you. I'll go talk to her.
All right. We are grateful for any assistance we can receive. We are quite busy here at the church.
Right. I saw the camp on the way in. Doesn't look like it's letting up anytime soon.
Indeed, we had to call in more healers from Our Lady's Cathedral just to help keep up.
Hope we can find a cure for this soon.
Indeed.
I'll nod to him and head over there.
All right. Tibber and Kaz, you make your way over to a rather frustrated-looking woman, wearing different robes than the others. And as you walk up to her, she kind of turns towards you, and after after kind of a second's pause, wipes the frustrated look from her face and says, sorry, can I help you?
Just wondering if you need any help. My friends here asking some questions, so I wanted to help along if I can.
Well, I suppose I was just mixing another remedy in another attempt to try to see if we could have some sort of effect on Silvervein.
Oh, my hands are all yours. What do you need?
Here, she just kind of makes her way over to the side here, walking past a couple of the corpses. On the table to your right here, with a blonde-haired woman leaning over the table, is a very alive but very sick-looking woman, who just kind of groans slightly and rolls a little bit as she lies on the linens. And the woman makes her way over to kind of a pew draped in linen cloth, where she's sort of set up a bunch of different bottles and bowls and little cloth pouches, and says, I apologize, how rude of me. I'm Violet Landon. You are?
My name's Kaj. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well. You have a background in healing, then?
Right, I learned a lot about herbs where I lived. A lot of time in the forest.
I see. Well, that's certainly a skill set that we could perhaps make use of. Now, I was over at the herbalist the other day, grabbing more herbs in an attempt to try something new. My last batch didn't have much of an effect. And she just kind of begins to gather things up as she speaks to you, just kind of absent-mindedly grinding herbs in a mortar and pestle. Off to your left, sitting on one of the pews, you can just kind of see discarded things like bottles that are empty, old corks, as well as these kind of odd-looking masks that just seem to have been placed off to the side, not being used. And she says, it's an incredibly frustrating affliction. It's not like any disease I've ever seen. In fact, she just pauses for a moment and kind of thinks a little bit. I'm not convinced it is a disease.
What do you think it is?
Well, most diseases that I've seen, sicknesses, they pass between people. And at first that's what we thought it was. We wore masks to distance ourselves and keep away from it, but none of the healthy got sick from any of the ill. It
So
does not catch between the ill and the healthy.
So how do they get it?
Well, therein lies the problem. I've not been able to determine anything. I've spoken to some of them, those who are able to, about what they may have come in contact in, but I can't really find a through line, anything they might have in common.
That does sound frustrating to think about that.
We've had beggars, we've had blacksmith apprentices, we've had noble folk, we've had all sorts. Young, we've had old.
Okay, you've had young too.
Yes, we had, I believe, only 15, 16 years old, a young boy. Passed away.
It's very sad to see.
Indeed. Especially frustrating as we don't really know what to do to stop it.
Right.
She just kind of starts handing you things and says, and just sort of encouraging you to assist her as she's working, handing you a mortar and pestle and getting you to grind things as she works. And then she'll
Okay.
just absentmindedly, occasionally, as she was describing all that to you, she'll be like, "Here, mix that in with this," and just hand you a new ingredient. And then occasionally, as you're working, she'll just start dumping some sort of liquid into the bowl that you're already mixing.
Gotcha. Kaj goes right along.
All the efforts we've had so far have only really managed to extend the lives of those who are afflicted. We've not been able to cure it yet.
Right.
But you seem interested in Silvervein. Is there a reason for that?
We've met a few people, and we know a few other people haven't. Guess we're looking around for anything we can do to help curate ourselves.
I see. Did you note their symptoms at all?
Um,
I'm just trying to
Right.
create sort of a picture of every patient I can.
well, the biggest thing is the veins that stands out.
Indeed, the veins are.
Strange though. We did meet
are-
an old lady on the way here, and it seemed like it escalated so quickly. One day she was talking with us, and it seemed like she'd go for a while, but when we woke up the next morning, she was gone.
Well, I have seen it escalate quite quickly in the older populations. They're not as sturdy as the young folk, so it can sometimes take them rather quickly.
Right.
The younger ones, 30 and below, seem to hold on longer.
Our friend back home's on the older side, so
I
doing our
see.
best.
Well, from what we've been able to tell, only administering herbs and tinctures and potions are really able to extend the length that one can last while afflicted with it, but it always ends the same way.
Kai's gonna nod solemnly.
And so that's why the church is so busy. The longer we keep them alive, the more busy the church gets, and well, the only way we can make room for more is when one of the afflicted passes away.
I understand. Well, we have a few things to do in the town, but while we're not busy, I'll make sure I come by and help out when I can.
Indeed, we can likely use all the hands we can. Well, that's why I'm here, of course. We had to close down the cathedral because, well, there's no one there. We were all here.
Right, we did see that. Have you noticed? Well, we did come across a horse that seemed to have it. Have you seen any other animals with it?
Well, no, I've not. The people we treat here are mostly people who approach us. We've not had any animals approach us. It is interesting to learn that it can afflict animals as well. He just kind of
That is
gets
strange stuff.
lost in thought for a moment.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed it before then, but
I suppose that furthers my thought that this may not be a sickness or a disease. Most sicknesses do not pass between animals. What type of animal? It was a horse, you said?
a horse, right?
I've not known any illnesses to pass between man and horse.
Yeah, that would be strange.
I suppose that gives further support to my thoughts then. She just continues to kind of mix away as she just absentmindedly talks with you about it. Gil, what are you up to?
Nothing. I just kind of being. Oh, right. I was kind of curious about this person.
All right.
I just wanted to look at him.
This woman here is looking rather ill. You can see the veins along her neck. They've actually spread all the way up into her face as well.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
And as she kind of lies there, she's not really looking at you, but you can just kind of hear her heavy breathing, kind of ragged breaths.
Mm-hmm.
And as you just sort of stand there examining her, she goes, who is that?
Huh?
She just asks, who is that? It's not really looking at you. She just sort of heard footsteps, I guess, against the cobblestone.
My name's Gail.
Oh, I thought that was Robert. All right. Who are you?
Oh, Robert's my middle name.
I see. Well, not my Robert then.
Oh, that sounds sad. Do you want to see your Robert?
Yes. Where is he?
I was going to ask you that. Does he live in a city?
Just on the south side of town.
Town's kind of big.
In southern Glaston. Near
Oh.
the Drunken Jester.
Oh, it's just there. What's his last name? I'll go get him for you.
His last name is...
Roll generator, please.
You can make one up if you want.
I don't know. I
Chat,
don't think
go.
we're on the spot.
Chat, go. This is what they're here for. Last name, chat, go. You get to participate. Go. There we go. Robert Ferridan.
You're playing. You
cheating.
can't
Yeah, exactly. You cheater.
Well,
you
too
can't
bad.
participate.
Too bad. She beat you all to it. Gotta be
More like-
faster on that 30-second delay. All right. If chat gives one, right? Now go.
Hook us up, Dragon Farm.
Yeah, hook us up, guys. This person
Well, if we-
did have a last name. I just didn't want to scan to the note, so I don't really care. It doesn't really matter what the last name is, so I wanted to throw it to chat. But
Next thing you know, it's a large quest chain, all rewritten.
the last name is inconsequential. So if chat wants to come up with one, feel free. But I'm not seeing
All
any,
right.
so we might just have to go with Ferridan.
Looking for Robert Inconsequential. Got it. Right. I'll come make sure and ask for him.
What about Merkel?
Yes, I want to see my Robert again.
You got it. I made an oopsie dipper. This blind woman noticed me, and now I'm going to go find her husband.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like we missed a few steps here.
Yeah, me too. Particularly how she saw me. Then again, I'm kind of loud, so I should
She
really
says
work
she
on
was
being more
blind.
quiet. That's my problem. She's blind and she knew I was there. I think I'm too loud.
Oh yeah, I can hear your feet step every time.
What are you trying to say? I thought I
You
was
have
very
very
quiet.
long feet. You kind of slap the floor every time you walk.
Will you drag your feet?
Well, yeah, yeah, but I'm not loud. Regardless, where are you gonna find her husband?
Oh, she said somewhere about by the Drunken Jester somewhere in that little area.
That is very broad.
It is very broad. I was lucky enough to get that information.
Also, why are we even gonna go down there again?
I mean, I'm going to now. I just told her I would. I'm not gonna lie to her. Be like, oh no, sorry about you. Oh, she wanted to see him and he's not here. Too bad. No, I can't do that.
Why
That's
didn't
just
you just
me.
say that somebody else would go get him?
But then I'd be lying. Potentially. I don't know if I actually would. But who knows? I could have been lying.
You can just
No.
still just tell somebody that works here that they want to see their, and just you don't have to do it anymore.
That's a good point. Except I already said yes. So there's a problem.
Okay. Well, have fun. You doing that right now?
Should I go now?
No.
I don't know. That's good. I don't want to go right now. She didn't really say when. I just told her I would go do it. So I guess I did say I would go do it right away. I don't know. I'll wait a little bit. We'll just finish here.
You really shouldn't promise anything that you don't want to do.
It's not my fault. She asked. I'm just gonna tell her no. I don't know how to say no.
Okay. Well,
Is Rufer done yet?
I don't know.
Um,
Has she ever even been religious?
No.
Ruva, as you sort of kneel in prayer here, on the far side of the church, you sit sort of in front of these two massive statues. And the statues, one of which is a figure of a man, a skeleton shrouded in a hood, and the other is made from actually a paler stone, almost pitch white, as pure white, as the figure of this one is a woman with sort of pointed ears and long cascading hair. And in front of you, surrounded by numerous candles, all kind of gently flickering, is a table. And atop of the table, you can see sort of a bowl and actually like some sort of ceremonial knife sitting next to it, as well as a skull that has a candle sort of melted onto it, sitting at the top of sort of the forehead. But as you kneel down and say your prayers, you hear a voice kind of speak to you from off to the side. And the voice says, "I've not heard that sort of prayer before."
Ruma kind of startles out of it. What? What?
As you're sort of startled out of your little kind of daze there, you look up to see a woman standing next to you, who's wearing all black robes and sort of shrouded with a black veil. And at the very edges of the veil, you can see that she has sort of scars along one side of her face and very pale skin. And she just sort of looks down at you with a kind smile on her face of, well, what you can see of her face. And says, "Well, I've not heard that manner of worship before. I was simply curious. I apologize if I interrupted you."
No. No, you didn't. How Ruva hands are like shaking, and she just sort of like covers her face with her hands and stays like that for a little bit.
If you don't mind me asking, where do you hail from? I'm always interested in ulterior and, well, new ways to worship the bride and groom.
I'm from a lot of places. Who are you?
Well, I'm the head of this church. My name is Catherine Stone. You may just call me Catherine, though.
Oh, Ruva takes her hands off her face and kind of like closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. I'm Ruva. I'm Ruva. Nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you as well.
She stands up. I'm not sure where I learned that. I don't remember. She kind of still kind of looks a little bit out of it, but she like glances over at the statues and then like turns her back very purposefully. This is your church?
Well, I wouldn't call it my church, but I am the head of it, I suppose.
Oh, so you take care of all of the sick?
Yes, I suppose you could say that they are under my care at the moment.
I see. I think I need to step out. I'm sorry. It was very nice meeting you.
That is quite all right. I understand the atmosphere can be quite grim in here.
Ruva kind of just runs off outside.
Just say she was from a lot of places.
That's pretty weird. She's only been with us. Right?
As far as I know.
Where was she before? Did she ever tell you?
No.
I'm gonna go follow.
Okay.
Ruva.
Is there something I can help you with?
Well, we came here to see if anybody here knew about an organization.
I see. What organization? I would help if I could.
We don't know their name, but what we do know about them is their logo is like a jester mask with arrows going through the eyes and a crown on top.
Well, I'm afraid it doesn't sound familiar.
They're not very good. They want to stop the information spread about a possible cure for Silversong. Or it's Silver Vein.
Cure for Silversong is a TPK.
Huh.
I
Yeah.
see. Well, if they're indeed attempting to stop the cure of Silvervein, then I suppose they oppose our efforts as well. I will keep an eye out.
We haven't been able to find anybody else who's come across them yet, but we were attacked by them, I believe. I think as far as we know, would you know of a possible ledger or list of some kind of the groups in the city or possible factions?
Well, I'm afraid I don't know that anyone's compiled a list of factions within the city. It certainly wouldn't be me who did so. I suppose one could ask at the military barracks. They often see much of the city and would know the different groups within it.
Are there any big factions or big groups off the top of your head that start with a B? It was a B, right? Pretty sure.
It was a bee. Something was a bee.
A bee.
That's about as much as we have.
I can't say. It's the Citywatch, and there's the different noble families.
You said to look where for a possible list?
Well, I don't know about a list, but if you are looking for information on folk in the city, then I would ask at the military barracks at the garrison to the north.
Right.
They would have the most experience dealing with the most amount of people in the city. Their guards are everywhere. You've probably seen some walking here.
Right. Okay.
That would be where I would try.
That does sound like a good idea. If you do hear anything, I would love to know.
Yes, I'll speak with our knight about it as well, from the Red Order. I imagine she'll want to know.
All right. Thank you. Believe that's all that we were here for.
Very well, then I won't keep you any longer. I won't take any more of your time.
And conversely, if we make any strides towards the cure, we will let you know.
Yes, we would be very interested in knowing that. One of my trusted priests, Mr. Hathaway, just sort of points, is leading the efforts to cure Silvervein, and I'm sure he would like to know.
Okay. Thank you.
Very well. Good day to you.
Good day to you. Hey, gosh.
Mhm.
Are we good to go?
Yeah. I'm just
I-
finish up here. Like,
Should be able to handle it from here if you have other business.
I do have to go right now. Thank you, and I'll be back when I have some time.
Thank you for the help. Yes, if you do have some more free time, then do stop by again. We can always use extra hands here.
I will. Thank you. Good luck.
To you as well.
Ruva ran out talking about she is from a bunch of places, and I have a lead that we could check out the military barracks for like groups in the city. We could try there maybe.
To ask about. Okay, that makes.
Not as much as I got, but the other two are outside.
Okay. Okay, Pav.
You
Oh,
all right?
yes, are we leaving?
Yep.
As long as you're done.
All right, yeah. She just says a hurried goodbye to the person she was talking to and makes her way off towards the door with you two.
Something might be going on with Ruva.
All
Seemed a
right.
bit panicked.
So, Tibber, you and Kaj and Pavlova make your way out of the church to regroup with Gale and Ruva. But let's take a little 2-minute break since we're at an hour and a half. It's a perfect little pause moment. So let's take a small break. And we will be right back in 2 minutes. Go to the bathroom, grab a drink, grab food, whatever you need to do. And we'll be right back.
Be right back.
Pew, pew, pew. Man, they need latkes. Latkes and applesauce.
But
Oh, nice.
mhm.
Is it called a latke or a latke? Little potato pancake things? Are they Polish?
I think they're Polish, right? I'm trying to. I don't know though. It's one of those things where I just like say it in the moment when I read it.
Oh wait, Blaka from Taxi.
Oh,
Andy Kaufman. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright, see? My dad knows what's up. Says it's Polish.
yeah, everybody in that room had a really cool vibe.
Yeah. It's nice. That red order lady.
She's badass.
I don't want to be a paladin. Wait, you gotta class them all. I can't do every single class. I want to be the very best. Wait, have any of you ever seen the TV show Taxi? It's before your time, but
I'm offended by that statement.
Don't think so.
what do you mean it was?
Don't say that like you're not young too.
The heck?
Oh, you young people.
Yeah, okay.
It's before
But-
your time, but it was a good show.
Before your time, not mine.
Okay,
Oh,
we didn't crash this time.
Hello.
Sometimes when I switch back from the BRB screen, it just crashes the entire stream. So that's a fun little joke that it likes to play on me. But we're good this
We beat
time.
it this time.
Alrighty. So, making your way out of the church and back out front, you can head where you wish. I don't know where your intention is to go, but Tibrin cause you rejoin Gale and Ruva, who are already outside. There we go, that's better. I don't know if we're missing anyone.
Jonas?
I think we're all
I'm
good.
here.
So, what's the plan now?
Mm. You
If
said
we
you thought
wanna-
about one of the barracks, right?
If we want to try to figure out some more about this group, the head lady in there said to check out the barracks. They might know of a list of some sort of groups or factions in the city.
Yeah. It might be good to familiarize them with us as well, so they don't think we're just going around and causing trouble. You know any of the guards here, Pavlova?
Not really personally. I've seen a couple of them walking around.
Okay.
I
Usually
wouldn't
try
know
to
of any.
stay out of trouble.
What do you? I know Pebble is a troublemaker. Look at her,
Yeah, right.
just a rebel.
Shakes her head vigorously back and forth.
All right, Gail, where do you think we should get?
We don't really have any leads, do we?
Just the barracks until later on. What time is it outside?
I forget what I said last time. I don't think it's. I think it was probably just past midday. And then you walked all the way over to the church. So I'd say probably only like 2, maybe.
Okay.
1, 2.
So yeah, we probably have time to visit the barracks before we do stuff tonight.
Well, what are we planning on doing?
Rolla had a plan for the nighttime, right?
I thought that was a lone thing.
Is it?
I mean, I know he's doing today, but I don't think we're acting tonight.
The
I don't
barracks
believe.
is a way of creating a lead. If they know any groups that start with a B, we can just start checking off a list and checking them out. But it's kind of throwing rocks in a dark room.
Right. Let's get moving, anyways.
Is there anything else we wanted to do? You guys had a lot of ideas in that tavern. So, any of them.
Go south, back to the tavern.
Going back to the tavern?
Just kidding. That's just for the little side adventure.
Side
you laughing?
adventure.
Yeah. I kind of told someone I was going to look for someone for them. It was a
Huh.
dying woman.
Well, the barracks is a side adventure too. It's not something we need to do. It's just a way of creating a lead.
We've got nothing else to do. Might as well.
I mean, I don't think my adventure really constitutes to any kind of potential lead.
Why don't we go to the barracks and then go visit with Rolla and see if
All right.
he's
That's
going with
fair.
anything?
Sure.
All right.
Whatever works.
All right. So leaving the church, you're gonna make your way across town up towards the Citywatch Garrison.
Yeah. Wish this map would load because I wanted to look at the rich family names again. I forgot what they were.
It's so weird that it's not loading for you guys.
It is like very big to like
Mine's good now.
like. I mean, it's fine. Just
I can read them off for you if you really want.
it literally looks like those unknown sigils in Pokemon. How they're like vague lines, and it looks like that. Like the fucking name on top up here. It's literally like this to me. It's like that like.
Oh wow.
It's not good.
I'm saying it's Pennsylvania at this point.
It might be.
Everyone
It's
else
fine.
is fine.
It's not
yeah.
that big of a deal. We can go to the garrison.
I can read them off for you if you really need to know the names.
If you want to, real quick, just the estates.
All right. Digby Estate, Marfont Estate, Bainbridge, Sullivan, Novincia, and then all the way up outside of town, the Godfrey Estate.
I don't know why. That last estate sounds terrible. We should burn it
Shut
down.
up. I think Bainbridge should be on our list to start anyway.
Why? Because it starts with a B?
Precisely.
Perfect. I was hoping you'd say that.
I mean, that's all we have, right? A B.
Oh yeah, there's the Musgrave Estate too. Forgot.
That's not a B.
I was doing the circle and I forgot the one in the middle.
So, I guess we're going to the barracks. Unless anybody else pipes up.
All right.
You can now or forever hold your
Yeah, you can
peace.
stop by the Citywatch Garrison. So
Okay.
that'll take you kind of back through the city, through the center, across the cobblestone roads, towards the north side of town, up in the general direction of the faraway district, as they're kind of right up next to each other. And as you approach, you see, sort of up, similar to faraway, it's sort of up on these hills, and you have to climb stairs to get to it. Do you want to reconsider? Oh wait, hang on. There's stairs. Never mind. Too much work. And as you kind of move past faraway, you can see these tall walls with towers at each of the corners, and a large gate to get through.
A large gate? I don't know.
We will say that you approach from the south. And you pass between these gates to see. That's the map. This is Tibber Vision. Amazing. Let's go right there to that little blur. So as you
Yeah.
pass between the gates, you can see two guards standing at attention who just kind of watch you as you approach. And then you enter through those gates into the garrison, which is sort of a cluster of buildings surrounded by these tall walls. And off to your right as you enter, you can see a little kind of fenced-in area with lots of training gear, blunted swords, crates stacked up, hay bales placed behind archery targets, and makeshift straw dummies in rusty armor made to look like knights. You can see a few of the guards kind of training and sparring within the grounds, one of them shooting an archery target. And on the far side, you can see one of the towers that are on the much taller walls that surround the entire city, and two statues that stand in front of it.
Gonna step forward.
Oh, Tibbs, you taking point on this one?
I guess so. Hello?
Yeah, can I help you with something?
Is there somebody in charge around here, or a general figure of authority I could speak to?
Well, suppose you could see if the captain's around. He's usually busy, so you could talk to the deputy as well. He just kind of gestures off to the far side.
Okay. I will do that. Thank you. Place is hard.
Off in kind of the far side, you can see another gate in front of you that leads out into Faraway. But you can see a man dressed in the same kind of armor as the town watch are all wearing. And he's leaning kind of against one of the buildings and just sort of chewing on a piece of straw.
Good day.
Yeah, can I help you?
I was looking for a figure of authority or someone.
Well, you found one, lad.
I was looking for a potential list of groups or factions within the city.
Well, I am Deputy Gideon Blythe, and I can suppose help you out. What exactly are you looking for that?
We are looking for a group that has some sort of affiliation to us, but we do not know the name. We only have the letter B at the beginning of it that we believe, and this is our best lead to find it. And we believe they operate somewhere within the city.
Well, it's not exactly a lot to go by. There's a lot of people in Glory Bell.
We do know their crest too.
All right,
But-
well, let's see it then.
Gail, you have the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
You show him the sigil. Here, for chat's purposes. I'll pull that up. In case there's any people who have not seen it yet. You show him it, and he just kind of squints a little bit and chews on the piece of straw. No, it's not familiar.
We don't believe this group necessarily would be very open with their purposes or even their existence. So this
I'll
is
get
sort
you.
of a far-strung theory, but they could have a possibly modified version of their crest, or they could be a subsect of another faction, but that's really all we have to work with so far.
Well, I've not really seen anything that resembles it.
If you were to be able to give us any information on any group, even as small as a book group in a random church or random library that starts with B, we could look ourselves.
Well, there's those bride and groom folk. But I don't spend much time around that spooky old church.
Bride and groom?
Yeah, Church of the Endless Slumber. They worship the bride and groom.
Yeah, we're just there, Tibbs.
We actually just came from there. They're the ones that led us here.
Well, I suppose that's barking up the wrong tree then. B, there's the barracks, but that's where you're standing right now. I ain't
What's
seen
more
it.
of a location?
Yeah, well, I'm
we
just
know
trying
of-
to find bees for your friend.
That's fair enough. We know of the obviously the estate in the south. That's about as much as we know.
Bainbridge Manor you're talking about.
Yes.
Suppose that's another bee.
That and the bride and groom are currently the only two we really have.
I'll fix it on this bee here. What exactly leads you to believe that?
The only person we've had a run-in with this organization started to say the name and then couldn't finish, but the amount they got out was B.
All right. What's this fellow look like?
I couldn't tell you. We passed him on the road. I wasn't the one that talked to him actually, so I didn't get very much of a good look, but believe he was human. He had a cart with him. He had a bunch of other friends, but they
And you
seemed to be.
said he ain't finished telling you what he was trying to tell you. What, you get shy?
I don't know. Seemed to be in a bit of a hurry.
It was something magical. Like he got overwhelmed by something. There was a burn mark of that sigil on his chest.
He just kind of nods his head and raises eyebrows. Magical. Well, it's not exactly my area of expertise. But suppose if folk are having difficulty talking about this bee thing, then might explain why I haven't heard of it.
Is there anybody within the ranks of the Citywatch that would possibly have magical knowledge as to a sort of, I don't even know what you would call it. I'm not very magical, but
Well,
a sort of,
we tend to attract the more martial types. It's not really our realm of expertise. Mostly leave things revolve around magic to either the church or, well, I suppose there's some spellcasters down in Amber Lane and one far away as well. I suppose you could talk to the captain there. He's been around for a while, sees a lot of things.
you
Where would
know-
she be?
Captain's usually bustling about. He's often got to deal with a lot of problems around here, so old looking fella.
Do you know of a place that has records of heraldry?
I suppose that depends on what you mean by that.
Well, I was thinking of any crests that might have a crown in it or arrows.
Well,
Or just her mask?
noble families around here don't really tend to have crests so much. They're more well, businesses, I suppose you could describe them as, than they are noble houses. They don't have any noble blood in them at all, really. It's quite a lot of coin. As for your common folk, well, wouldn't really have any heraldry at all.
That does make sense.
Well, thank you for your knowledge. We will look elsewhere then, but you are obviously ever come across. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, if you come across some troublemakers, you let us know. You'll see the guards wearing this armor around. Just call on one of them, we'll batter some sense into him.
Right. Thank you.
Gives you a little nod and just kind of continues to chew on the straw as he leans against the building.
You know that plan we had to just fight the guards at the estate?
Mm-hmm.
I suddenly feel way better about that plan.
Y'all just gonna shrug.
Oh, I suppose we have another place to visit.
Yeah, we're just grasping at straws at this point.
The amphitheater.
Or they don't. Maybe these people don't operate within the city. Though I feel like they would. I mean,
The amphitheater?
The amphitheater?
what's in that?
Well, he said that businesses and stuff were the ones that have symbols.
I guess we could check it out.
Yeah.
Theaters tend to have masks.
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
Do we know where it is?
Yeah, it's on the west side. We can go through the bakery or past the bakery if we want.
Hell
I guess so. Sounds
I could go for that actually. That sounds good.
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, so we're getting lunch.
It is kind of
You're
late.
still hungry, Fev.
Probably a bit
yeah.
more towards dinner time.
We didn't interrupt your meal.
You guys have been walking around all day. All right.
Cat
so
body.
passing out of the gates of the military garrison and south through the city, you can duck down one of the side streets to reach the old bakery if you want.
Guess we can swing through the fucking Bainbridge estate then. We're not very far.
No,
Yeah.
that's quite far. If we're going to the amphitheater.
From the amphitheater to the estate?
Oh no, I'm just saying from the bakery to the amphitheater. It'd be
I
very
don't know where this fucking
No.
bakery is.
It's
Bakery's right there.
literally right.
bakery's
Oh,
on
the
the left.
Mayflower Bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
don't
then he's
forget we
saying
got
after.
Tipper Vision here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
After the amphitheater, we can stop the swing by.
I thought we were just going to the. I guess so. Yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
All right, then
This-
you Just need to get your tokens in here. Make your way around some of the side streets, eventually arriving in front of a small little building with smoke coming out of the chimney. And as you approach this little building here, you can see a sign out front that reads Mayflower Bakery, and can now smell baking bread fill the air.
That is a delicious scent.
Oh,
You know what's good
tastes
here, Beth?
good too.
What's that? What'd you ask her?
You know what's good here, Bev?
Well, I think she changes her breads that she bakes all the time, so we'd have to see what she has today.
A rotating stock? Oh my god.
What about the honey oat?
We could see if she has it.
I will demolish a whole thing of bread right now. Oh, maybe get some soup. Oh,
I don't remember if there was soup.
well, we can. I mean, not from the bakery, but maybe save some of the bread, get some soup later, dip it in. Ugh. Or make like a bread bowl. Oh my god.
All right, the sounds of the bustling street are muffled behind you as you make your way into this small shop. You can see a roaring oven in the corner, made from bricks, with a long paddle splayed out in front of it. And behind the counter on the far side is an old orcish-looking woman, with her hair kind of tied messily in a bun. And
She's
she
an
looks
orc.
up. She looks up at the five of you as you enter and says, "Oh, hello there, Tyrese. Looking to buy something today?"
Hello.
You have the honey oat in stock?
Well, let me see what I've got today. Scans through the notes. Where'd you go? Where are you?
Quite a big oven.
This is
Hey,
a
Kosh is on the
massive
fire right now.
note. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, what I've baked today, we've got almond sweet rolls. We've got honey bread. That might be what you're looking for, lass. We've got cheese tarts and fruit tarts, a manchette loaf, rye loaf. We've got glazed seed cake as well, apple cider donuts, and a chocolate cornet.
Oh my god.
Just depends on what suits your fancy.
I'd like an apple cider donut, please. That sounds incredible.
You
Uh,
guys have to try some of the honey.
yeah, I'll take one of the honey loaves.
All right, I can. If you're all going to order something, I can take your order together and just give you the full total.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sure,
I'll-
yeah.
I'll cover it.
We can split it.
I'll take a honey loaf as well.
Hey, Pav, you want anything?
I'll have one of the fruit tarts.
The fruits are for the little one. I'll take a honey loaf.
All right then. Then I
What
suppose
about you,
that
Gil?
just. Gil?
I'm still thinking about it. You go ahead and ring up.
All right then. If we just take the four of you, then that'll just be a golden griffin each.
Okay, I under 4.
Thank you kindly. And she just kind of gets to work wrapping some of the breads that you got in little cloths and then bundling them all together in a little parcel. And says, "Here you are, dearie."
Thank you.
Man, I wish there were some like meats or something. We could have
Hold
a whole
on,
picnic.
hold on. Excuse me.
Hmm?
She bustles past you and
Yeah.
takes one of the breads out of the oven. It's a perfect golden brown. Perfect. Didn't burn it. All right.
Well done.
Move fast for an old lady.
Wow.
But we
I've still got a
deserve
little bit
rest.
of spring in my steps yet.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm ready.
Yes, lad. What did you want then?
One of everything.
Oh, one of everything. All right. Then I suppose. And she just kind of begins to rifle through all of her stuff. Yeah, if only we had smell-o-vision on Twitch, eh, chat? All right, let me go through everything.
I didn't even see the stuff down here. They have a pie.
See, this is why you buy one of everything.
All right.
was-
Well, one of everything in the shop will be 15 golden griffins.
Ah, shit. All right, how about 10 gold? For like whatever the difference. No, sorry, that came
Well-
out wrong. Not like 10 gold for like all 15 worth, but like, can I get 10 gold worth?
Yes, I
Is
understood
that-
what you meant, lad.
Oh, good.
Well, I can tell you what's making your price go up there is the seed cake. It's a rather large seed cake,
Oh,
and that's 4 gold on its own. So I could take that out if you wish, and you'd have a little bit
Yeesh.
more of a reasonable price.
yeah, all right. I don't want the cake. Too
I'll
much.
take the cake.
No, he can buy his. I'm not paying for him.
No, I'll give you the 4 gold. Yeah, I'll take that cake.
Ow.
All right then. Then that'll just be. I'll knock another gold off. I'll give it to you for 10, lad, since you're buying quite a lot of things. 10 for you and 4 for the seed cake as well.
I hand over the 4 gold.
All right. I'm now broke and happy.
And loaded with bread, donuts, chocolate cornets, tarts. You got everything, man.
Honestly, I don't even know how much I have. I just know I have a lot. Or what I have, I should
I
say.
can give you the full list of everything you got if you really want.
You just give me numbers. Just spitball for me.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 8 things, and then plus the seed cake that Tipper bought.
That's me. I'll share it with them, but I bought that for me.
Yeah, it is quite a significant seed cake. It's like sort of holding it with 2 hands, Tipper. This could be a meal for perhaps maybe 2 days. That's why it costs a little bit more.
Jeez.
Yeah, Jimmy. All right then. Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you all. Is that all you wanted for today?
Oh, yes. This
Well-
is wonderful. Thank you.
You all enjoy. Come back if you're getting hungry again. Here you go, Chibi.
Should we have like a picnic before we go ghost busting?
That sounds nice.
I ain't
Kaja's
afraid of
gonna-
no ghosts.
Kaj's gonna leave a griffin right by the oven where she'd notice it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to eat. Let's go.
All right. Then you all make your way out of the shop and back to the streets. Now,
Does anybody have a
loaded with
sheet?
cloth parcels of bread.
A sheet?
Yeah, to put down on the ground.
I have some. Don't worry. We'll make do. I have plenty of stuff.
I have a bedroll. It's the closest thing I got.
You're in your bed anyways.
Oh man, I wish I didn't drink all that wine. Some wine and pastries. Oh my.
I didn't
Man.
finish mine off, but I'm not sure if you like it.
What is it?
It's spicy, kind of blood like.
Look, not gonna lean into the old orc stereotype, but I think I'll like it.
Okay.
I mean, I
What
think I'd
wine?
like any wine. Blood wine.
What wine were they making at that place near here?
I think it was the It was either the cheap one or the cloud wine.
Hmm.
I don't remember what the cheap one was called.
It wasn't cloud wine, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I know. It's because I got the cloud wine.
I also have cloud wine. The shit was
Yeah, I did.
expensive.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I downed that.
Oh, I saved mine.
Must be
Me and
nice.
Pavlova. Me and Pavlova are gonna have it later.
You guys are going to drink again?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Paladin, you're okay with this?
Sorry, did you ask Pavlova?
Yeah, if she was okay with it.
Well, I did have a little bit of a headache last time, but it was fun.
See?
Hmm.
This one won't make your head hurt. It'll just make your head feel light.
I suppose I'd try it.
Kosh is
Heard you
kind
got-
concerned, but he's gonna let it go.
So where are we doing this? I don't want this stuff to get stale. I'm about to
What about
dig
right
in.
here? I mean, there's
Well,
water
what?
if you want it.
Sure, yeah. Are we just sitting on the grass? We got
Yeah,
anything?
Ruben takes out like a couple extra articles of clothing and just lays them out for
You're-
people. Not any of the fancy ones, but
You're gonna dirty your clothes.
it's fine. I can just wash
I-
them.
I could just lay on my bedroll at that point. I don't want to sit on. I don't want to mess up your clothes.
Well, this is the extra stuff. These ones I don't wear. I don't wear these ones.
These are extra. How many do you have?
What? I have. Well, I mean, look at me. I have many extra, okay? I still have all the fancy stuff that I'm not putting on the ground, obviously. And then
How full is your backpack?
very. How do you not know? It's like the size I am. You don't notice?
No, I noticed, but like I didn't know you had all that packed in there. I just thought you had all these potions.
I am very
Oh,
good.
speaking of, I'll pull out my backpack and pull out the potions and the note. These are yours, I guess. Forgot to give them back.
Oh, thank you. She takes the potions. But
Uh,
pointedly not the note.
I mean, the whole point was to identify them. The note,
Hmm? Oh, okay, sure. She takes the note and just puts it in her pack.
granted, you probably can't read half the note, but whatever. I'm gonna eat. Let's destroy this pie so it doesn't get hard.
All right. Pavlova's just nibbling on a fruit tart as you guys sit down on the grass to eat your baked goods. You guys have the honey bread, and Gail, you have quite a lot to choose from. What are you picking? I can read them again if you want.
All right, let me hear 'em again. For torture.
Well, hang on. There they are in the Silversong chat. Got an almond sweet roll, honey bread, cheese tart, fruit tart, manchette loaf, rye loaf, glazed seed cake, apple cider donuts, and chocolate cornet. What you'd have to ask Tibber for some of the seed cake.
No, I don't want any of its seed cake.
I mean,
I don't
I bought it for us. I'm not gonna eat all of it.
Try the almond sweet roll.
No, I want the honey one, the honey bread. I want to be
Alright.
different.
We're all
You
eating
want to
honey.
be? Yeah, we're all.
Oh,
They also
Wait,
have
we
the
are?
honey bread.
You are conforming by eating the honey.
The honey bread is
Cuscoin.
just sort of a small
please.
little loaf of bread, baked to golden perfection and covered in sort of a little glaze of honey that then has oats sprinkled on top of it.
This is what I get for trying to make cocoa for myself. I want the fruit tart.
All right.
Why
Is anyone
you have it?
Is anyone else eating fruit tart?
I only
Great.
bought the honey.
Yeah,
Pav has that
pavlova.
truth. Yeah.
Shit. Then I'm gonna have the
Do you
chocolate
realize-
cornet. What?
We're
Not-
currently eating. You could just see what we're eating, and
All right, who's eating chocolate cornet?
Nobody
Don't
bought
need
one.
this.
Just you.
Great. Perfect. Just me. That's what I want. Just want to be different, damn it. Already a
you're
gymnastic.
so edgy.
All right. Then you pull out a delicately wrapped, flaky pastry that has this filling of chocolate.
Great. Sounds pretty.
You're pretty.
And the five of you eat your lunch in the grass out front of the Mayflower Bakery.
Nice.
I'm also gonna have an apple cider donut.
You pick out all you want.
It's really
I
good.
have to. I bought a lot.
Oh
It's
yeah,
very
apple
good. Yeah, you
cider
did.
donuts are so good.
Yes.
It's
Speaking
got
of-
a sprinkling of sugar across it as well. Gail.
Gail, you're poor now, right?
I've always been poor. What do you mean?
Very
Yes,
understood.
I have one copper. All right, Griff.
You have one.
One
Okay.
Griff. Yep,
You
just
should
one.
also have some silver as well.
I mean, sure, but he didn't ask about that. I mean, I guess he didn't really specify, but I'm basically poor. I've
Well,
got this single Griff.
we need to start making some money then, because how are you gonna afford a room?
Well, we have a room for tonight.
We already got the room for the night
Hey, you guys bought rooms.
that I paid for.
Well, past that. I
Well,
mean,
he could always play the lute. He seems like he was good at that.
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, if anyone's playing it for money, it should be you, right? Rube?
Yeah, right? That was-
Fucking for real?
Yeah, I didn't know you could play instruments like that, Ruva.
Oh, yeah, I've dabbled. I do like music.
When did you dabble? When you were around? You've been around a lot, apparently.
Excuse me?
You're excused. Is there something else you're not telling us? Miss, I'm gonna lie to the group.
Lie.
Miss, I'm gonna withhold cool stories.
Say it's not necessarily lying more than just not being brought up, but
Same thing.
it's a bit.
Because I didn't know about it. So it's the same
I
thing.
don't think any of us did.
Anything that Gail doesn't know is a lie.
Now you're
So
catching
true.
on.
Yeah. Well,
He's discovered my secret.
Ruva plays with her necklace again. I may have a secret talent that I haven't mentioned.
May.
What the hell? Go on.
Mm. Well, she's like super nervous. Don't get mad.
I'm already mad you didn't tell me.
But I think maybe I can look like people.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Like oh, she started to panic. I can change my face.
Like makeup?
Sure.
Isn't that what all girls do?
Yeah, I mean, I can do facial expressions too. Look, I'm gonna be real sad. Now I'm gonna be real mad.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty convincing.
Thank you.
Okay. How do I explain this? Is there anyone around?
We're in the middle of an open field.
Yeah, occasionally people will kind of bustle by. Let me grab a random NPC. This will be a
Oh
cameo.
no!
A cameo from another campaign. Just somebody will walk
Hey!
by. All right, random person. You know what? That's kind of good.
Oh God.
Here I am, just walking through the city.
Okay. So,
That fucking guy. The city belongs on the ocean.
so, so
Apt.
she covers her face, and then when she shows her face again, she looks like this, and then she covers her face again and goes back to normal.
What? What the fuck was that?
Gale faints.
No,
Oh god, you killed Gale.
no, what?
Pavlova just kind of has her mouth half open with crumbs of fruit tart just falling onto the grass.
What did you just do?
No, it's it's a talent. Okay, so fine.
Talent?
I'll tell you. I'm not
Hey,
human.
Gale, get up. Hey, hey. Smack
Mm.
his
You're not
face.
human either.
What happened?
Get the
No.
fuck up.
I had a dream. Ruva was a man.
I don't
Well,
think that was a dream. I
Wait.
don't know if she's a man, but
Wait, quick question. Is she still in that face?
no.
Okay, good. I was gonna faint again.
Why'd you become hot?
That's but it's hard to explain, but I'm not always. I don't always look like Ruva.
Yeah, you do. You've always looked like you.
Yeah, I've always only seen Ruva.
I meant before 4 years ago. Well, almost 5, I guess now. I looked like someone else, and I had to hide. So I became Ruva.
I don't get it.
What don't you understand?
Alright, so what I'm gathering is that you actually did lie.
What? When?
Got your ass.
You're
Now,
not
what are you
Ruva.
hiding from?
I'm
Yeah.
not Ruva.
What's your real name?
Rova's not your real
Zero.
name?
My name is Zero.
What?
Zare.
Zero.
Hmm?
Now
That's
you're fucking with us.
no.
Wait, speak up. You said what?
Who? What?
What's your name?
Zero. My name is Zero. Ah, this is actually
This is
kind of.
awful. Yeah, for
I think
us.
she's fucking with us.
Mhm.
This is actually. This has to happen. I freaked out earlier.
A
The
little bit.
past has been. Why do I see ghosts? This has been a lot. Okay, and I think it's better if I'm not Ruva right now. Anyways.
You're having a Disney moment.
So.
A what? What's that?
Babe.
Name of a play I saw.
Hmm.
Sorry,
All right.
continue.
I just Ruva. When I made Ruva, it was for
Made?
safety.
What do you mean made?
Ruva's a part of me. I can.
You mean like a
Well,
persona?
yes.
I think I get it.
What are you hiding from? And what you've what?
That's a long story.
Well, this is gonna be a long story. I feel like you've kind of been hiding. Hiding? I don't know. Pretending for how many years? I mean,
Well, I wasn't pretending per se. I am Ruva. It's just that not that's not all that I am. I have more to me than just Ruva.
do
What do you really look like?
you? Yeah. Do you actually have parents?
No, they were murdered.
Fuck.
All right,
What?
super important question. Was I actually your favorite?
My favorite brother?
Mm-hmm.
I only have one least favorite brother, Tibbs. And all
What?
the rest of you are my favorite brother. Well,
Sorry?
Tibbs, you never
All
listened
right,
to me.
that's fair. I'm content.
Gosh, you're just whistling and looking off in a different direction right now.
It's fair. How is it? Wait. How is it fair?
I
It-
mean, I'm not on her shit list. You are, so it's fair.
She's
I'm
a
cool with
shit
it.
list.
You constantly go against everything that I say for no reason.
Well, I mean, I'm a
Wait,
little
so we're
scared
talking
of
to me
you.
right
You
now?
kind of started talking to shadows.
I don't know why I started that.
Correction, I talk shadows. She talks to ghosts.
You
Yeah.
guys are so confusing.
Mm,
Kaj talks to fires, Gale talks to shadows, and Ruva talks to ghosts.
And apparently,
And I
you
talk to my
talk.
dad.
Yeah, you talk to your parents that apparently you have, even though you're at an orphanage.
Yeah, but I wasn't hiding that. And it's not really like the same as talking to ghosts.
Well, if I talked to my parents, it would be talking to ghosts.
Or can you talk to them? Do you know them?
No, I've never.
Why are you at the like what do you have to hide from if your parents are like you were young when you joined the orphanage, so you would have had to do this like at a very young age. What did you do?
What do you mean? It wasn't my fault that they died.
No, I'm not saying you killed. Like you did whatever you're doing to hide.
I came to the orphanage when I was 14.
Yeah,
Well, 13 and a half.
it's pretty young.
But,
I mean, I came young too.
well, Rebecca, like, looks a little awkwardly to the side. Well, Rufa's 13 and a half.
You're not. Oh, how old are you?
I'm older than Rufa. I'm the oldest, actually. That's what you should take from this. I'm the oldest, so you should all listen to me.
Gosh looks really unimpressed right now.
How many? Wait, how many are there of you? I don't get it.
No, well, I mean, technically, it could be as many as I want. I can look like anything I've seen, I guess, as long as they,
So you can look like Gale.
yeah.
No, please don't.
Weird.
Don't make him faint again.
How do you do
Nope.
this? Is this magic?
I was born this way. I'm a well, you guys would know it as a Doppler.
Doppler.
I think I've heard rumors about something like that.
Those are real.
People who can sort of change their face and I suppose other traits too, from what I've heard, sort of at will.
Mm.
So you're pretending to be a orphaned kid?
I'm not pretending to be an orphaned kid.
Thought that was a fable.
You're at least pretending to be a kid.
I'm not pretending. I just look like
Well,
one.
how old are you?
Oh.
Zero.
Um,
Is Zero your true
Uh.
form? Whatever that means.
Zeru. Well, my name is Zeru. My true form, can sometimes. Well, my original form is kind of. It looks a little strange to.
What do you really look like?
I'm
Can we see?
I'm
Please?
I'm very, very pale. I don't
Oh,
have
like
much
me. I definitely want to see
color.
now.
I'm gonna point out Gil. He's blue.
Mhm.
Yeah, he looks like he hasn't breathed in like 10 years.
I'm gonna point out
Most-
Tibbs. He's green.
Most
What
dark
that?
hair.
Hey, I'm an orc.
I mean,
No.
You're
you're so
like gray.
I'm gonna point out Pavlova. She's cat.
We
Yeah.
talked about this, Kaj. We don't
I'm
call them
blue.
cats.
I'm gonna
That
pat
will
Pavlova.
be-
Sorry.
Well, we call it catchy.
I thought you. Oh, catchy. Yeah.
Regardless,
I
we're all
always.
different skin tones.
No one here is
Jigabo.
gonna make fun of you for what you look like.
Yeah, I mean, I already made fun
No,
of you
but-
anyway, so
I mean,
True.
maybe Tibbs. He made fun of someone for being short.
I'm gonna do it regardless.
I
I'll make fun of
can't.
you for being you.
Okay, full disclosure. I don't think I could flash my original form anywhere where there's other people. I mentioned that I am in hiding.
Wait, so
Aw.
are the people that are coming after us actually going after you?
No, well, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think this is a different organization. The
So
one
we
that,
have two people coming after us.
well, they're not coming after us if they don't know I'm here. As far as they know, I'm still on the main island. Or I'm still on the main continent.
I'm sorry, the what?
Whoa. Wait, what main continent?
You mean the Elder Island? Off to the
Yeah.
east?
What?
Yes.
What? Nakamura?
No.
Oh, you said
that's-
east.
Yeah, east.
Stupid.
The very big one.
What?
Um,
You're not even middle mirror? I'm
You're not
kidding. I don't
native.
care.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
don't
mean to
care.
call it the main
Well-
continent. I mean, that's kind of
okay.
Yeah, this is our main continent, so
we matter, you know.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm surprised they still call it the main continent. I've been here for so long.
How long
Rufus
were-
definitely shouldn't.
how long were you on the main continent?
Mm,
Oh my god.
18, 19 years.
That's
19 years.
it's longer than you are old now,
Uh, yes.
supposedly.
I'm like about 23.
Plus Ruva's age.
No. I mean, yes, with River's age together.
You're like, so you're an old woman? Are you a woman? Are you a man?
No, I don't think that's how the math works.
I never said I was good at math. If you're 18 now, you've been here for. Are you 18 now? Whatever. You've been
Rufus
here for
18. I've
8
been here
years
for 4
or
years.
4 years. And you were on the other island for. So you'd be like, what? Mid 20s?
Yeah, I'm like 23. I probably 24.
I feel like
I'm
we
not-
should have discussed this like drunk.
I don't drink. Well, I mean,
Oh my
haven't you
god.
noticed? What if I got drunk and I told everyone this? What if I talked too much?
I mean, you did it after some nice pastries, so
That's because I almost lost it in the church.
God, just gonna pull out the bottle of wine and toss it to Tibbs.
yeah, hey,
Might have been a little easier.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
start drinking
honest-
cloud wine.
look, I think I don't know what I think. What does this mean?
Well, whether Zero had things going on before or not, There's still the 0 we know, right?
Well, it's clear that they had something going on, but I mean, I like what is
I'm
it? I don't get it.
everything that you know about Ruva, that's still me.
I mean, to be fair, it's not a lot anymore with some of the new shit that's going on. Now, I feel like there's a lot more stuff that I don't know. So I'm questioning how much I do know.
You, you guys are the only family I have, and you're always going to be.
So are you gonna stay as Ruva?
I
Are you gonna make a new disguise?
don't think. I think this is too dangerous for Ruva. I've never fought. You know all the fights we've been in? I've never fought in Ruva's body. I keep messing up. I keep doing all sorts. I just think that maybe it would be wiser for all of us if I had a better. I mean, I'm not this short. You have any idea how hard it is to live as this short?
Pavlova puffs
No,
out her
I'm-
cheeks.
Yeah, God, just gonna be a little bit worried.
I'm pretty tall, so no.
What a Pat Pella was that?
Yeah, no offense, Pep. I understand the struggle, but
It's not easy.
Wait, so you can change forms and get better at fighting, or are you just saying you're more comfortable?
I'm more comfortable.
Okay, so what are you gonna change into?
Mm, I'm not sure.
Oh, so that means you chose
I
to be
wasn't
short.
expecting to even talk about this, okay?
I mean, it happened.
And yes, I did choose to be short, but I chose to be short as a 13-and-a-half-year-old. And then I
Whack.
realized I wasn't sure the rate of growth for the female humans, and I kind of just stayed that way.
Okay, so you're not human?
I'm a changeling. I'm a Doppler. I told you that.
Changeling?
Sorry, that's what we call it on the Elder Isle. I'm a
Elven Eye? What?
Elder Doppler. Just remember Harvey and how
Everybody
he
thinks
could
back.
change. Yeah, and how he could change his form, but they were like animals. It's kind of like that, but I can do it with
Wait, who's
humanoid.
RV?
How have you forgotten the puka?
His name was Harvey?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they didn't name themselves.
He didn't have a name, so I gave him one.
Oh,
And
that
he
doesn't
liked
count.
it. He liked it, okay?
I especially don't
He
say
did
it
say he
now.
liked it.
Look, are you just gonna make yourself taller, or are you gonna make a whole new thing?
I mean, I am taller. I'd be probably a whole new thing because I don't think it would make sense if I suddenly was just taller as Ruva. That might.
So you can change your whole body?
What? Yeah.
Well, you just said face.
Oh, no. I can change my whole body.
Fucking A. How tall is the limit?
Mm, whatever medium build is. I can't be
I
like
don't know what
a
that means.
large. I can't be like a large thing
Well,
or
some
a
people call me large.
small thing. No, you're medium.
Pavlova just kind of thinking to herself. Yeah, I imagine if it's sort of some sort of transmutation, I suppose you would have a limited amount to work with. You couldn't be that much
Alive.
taller than you are.
It's not looking good. You can get to like max average.
Oh, I'm as tall as you are, by the way, so all of the short jokes that you have subjected me to for the last 4 years. Just remember that.
You still look it.
That's true. I'm
How long does
sorry.
it take to make a new thing?
Mm. I was just gonna say, one action. s- Not very long. Maybe I can probably do it fast. Could be a whole person in like 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Oh my god. If you're gonna
But
do
the
it, you
thing
might as well
is,
do it.
my clothes, they stay the same. You ever wonder why I wear such baggy clothes?
Crop top.
It's because my clothes always stay the same.
Wait. Okay. What if we use this power? How often can you change?
Um, Anytime I want.
Like infinitely?
Yeah.
Why don't you like go do sketchy shit and then change? Like
Uh,
go talk to the Sullivans and push it as much as you need. And then when you can just switch.
that was technically one of my plans. I just didn't tell you that I would change my face for it.
Oh, so you were keeping shit.
I just said I would put a mask on.
I just assume the one you carry around. Well, not you anymore. Gale has it, but oh yeah. By the way,
That
Gale has your mask.
that that man with the mask that we took, I remember his face.
So you could change into him and see
And
if anybody
pretend
has
to.
like a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to the Sullivan house as that guy.
Then we would know if they knew the organization.
Hmm.
Also, you know that guy whose boots I'm wearing and clothes that I stole? I know his face too. And I have his mask.
That's who we were talking about.
No, not the. Oh, yeah. No, I've done it twice. Sorry, I forgot.
What the
I
fuck?
was talking about the first guy, the guy that died from what we were talking about in the barracks. All his friends had masks.
That means you could also turn into the that dude that was being a nuisance back at the orphanage that whistled game at night.
I don't remember his voice.
I mean, you don't know the voice of the dead guy either.
Oh, that's true. I don't. So it could only be an image thing.
I mean, that's
But
still better than nothing.
I do know the voice of the guy who tried to kill us and then killed himself.
This is a lot to take in. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think?
I'm offended you haven't told us sooner. I think that is super cool. And you know what? I want to see what you would look like later. Because that's rad. Also, I don't know what to call you anymore. But that's fine, I'll worry about that later. Also, we should go and talk to Sullivan's, because that sounds fun.
Well, we have to go through the amphitheater still, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, to see if they know anything about masks.
Yeah, it's just south of here. We could stop by there.
This changes things a lot.
I apologize that I didn't tell you sooner.
Anybody else got shit they want to drop now?
No, I get it, Ruva. I was hiding out from people too.
No, that's
What?
true. She was hiding from the people who tried to who
Oh,
killed all the
yeah.
scholars.
Oh, well. Well, this changes things, to say the least. Gosh, you got anything you want to say while you talk to Vyers?
Hmm?
And why he wasn't damaged as badly by that dark attack.
Kind of
I don't know.
dropping shit now at this point.
If I knew, that'd be nice.
I. Hmm.
I think you guys just might be special.
You're also special, don't.
I think everyone here is special but me. But I mean, that's fine. I'll be the rock, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm gonna shrug. I got no secrets.
I mean, you can do magic. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's already more than a lot of people.
Haj, I have a suspicion that you are very special.
Yeah, not a lot of people talk to fires.
Yeah, they don't really talk back though.
I mean, you said you had like those dreams, though, right? So I mean, that's something else too.
Maybe.
God, a lot of shit is happening. It all had to happen now, after we left. Oh,
Oh, the amphitheater.
I guess so. It's not the picnic I was expecting.
River starts collecting articles of clothing.
Pavlova brushes fruit tart crumbs off of her robes. Stands up. All right, should we get going then?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm going to eat my cheese tart on the road.
Mhm.
Very well. Then the five of you make your way south and slightly west towards the Songbird Amphitheater. And this is sort of a nicer side of town that you begin to progress towards. The buildings are a little taller, start to have more floors on them, and they just appear to be a little sturdier, no longer with the straw roofs and the kind of dilapidated shingles. Instead, they stand a little more proud, a little more tall. And off down the road, as you progress down this district, you see a rather kind of large set of stairs. As you begin to approach the large as in wide, not as in tall, set of stairs, as you approach a large building with very ornate stone decoration.
Rich folk.
Hmm.
And so as you make your way up to the amphitheater, you can see that these stone carvings that sort of decorate the tops of the roofs are in the shape of statues of birds. And there's only a few steps up to it, but it has this sort of plaza in front of it with these ornate tiles in a pattern across it. And sitting kind of at the very top of the steps is a young girl dressed in kind of, I would say, rather fine garments. She just kind of sits there glumly in front of the theater.
Is the theater closed?
Yes, it's closed today, I'm afraid. She just kind of leaning her head on one of her hands, just kind of looks over at you.
Hmm. Do you know if it'll be open tomorrow?
Well, I'm not sure. I suppose that would depend on if they are showing a play.
That makes sense. I'm Ruva, by the way.
Well,
Why do you look so sad?
well, I always try and help out around Father's theater, but today they were busy. They said I was a nuisance, and I suppose I'll have to tell Father later.
Sorry, you said father?
Yes.
Fuck.
Was that a problem?
Why is that a
Nope.
problem?
Sorry. I haven't been here before. Who owns this place?
Well, my father is Lord Musgrave.
Musgraves.
Oh. Well, it was very rude of them to call you a nuisance.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, you could probably just get them fired. I don't know why they do that.
Why are you all coming to the theater? Most folk don't go to the theater in the daytime. It's more of an evening thing.
We were looking for information.
Information about what?
Mm, kind of a symbol. There's a... Well, we'll show you.
All right.
Who has...
She stands up from the step to kind of approach as you try to show her something, and she falls flat on her face.
Oh no, are you okay?
She looks up, and one of the lenses in her glasses is cracked across the front.
Tibbs turns around and like laughs, but she can't see.
She straightens them and kind of bends it back into place and says, "It's all right. I'm always doing that."
No. I hope you're all right.
Yeah, I don't think I'm bleeding. What was it you wanted to show me?
This. I think Ruva has gotten the seal from whoever had it and shows the girl.
Never give it back.
Hmm.
You over here saying this, and I'm gonna pull it out of my backpack and give it to her.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I said to whomever. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay. And the seal is then shown to the child.
She just kind of squints through her glasses at it. Is it some sort of family seal or something like that? Some envelope?
I think so. But we weren't sure who would have a seal with a mask on it. And then I thought, well, theaters sometimes have masks.
I suppose I understand your train of thought, but no, our family uses the songbird sigil. She just kind of
Okay.
points at all the birds everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and then
That
she just
makes
kind
a
of
lot of sense.
she holds up a little clasp on the ribbon of her dress. Yeah, I was gonna say Dungeon Dragon 5. Thank you for calling me out on that. I just let it pass by, but yeah, glad somebody's paying attention. Um, it's a Bleak Rock thing, okay? She holds up a little clasp on her on the bow on her dress and shows you that it's engraved with the symbol of a little bird. See?
Oh, that's really pretty.
It doesn't look like any symbols I've seen around here. I've been to the other noble houses before. I haven't seen
Oh?
anything like this.
Do they have maybe just crowns or arrows?
I don't think so. Arrows, no. And well, as for crowns, that would be more of a Eudora thing, I would imagine. That's what the king is.
Very true. I've never been to Eudora.
It's a beautiful city.
Well, thank you for telling us all of this. See, you aren't a nuisance at all. You've helped us.
She beams at you.
What's your name, by the way?
Emma.
Well, it was very nice to meet you, Emma, and thank you for all your help.
Happy to help. Father drags me around on business trips sometimes, so I know these sorts of things.
Yes, you're very knowledgeable. Just be careful, because if you take too many tumbles, I'm afraid you'll hurt yourself.
Well, it happens a lot. Father says I'm clumsy.
I understand. Well, again, thank you for your help. She looks over at the others. Do you guys have any more questions? I can't remember if that was it.
I don't think so.
Okay, and where were we gonna go after this? South?
South.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Ruva curtsies to Emma.
She gives you one back and says, "Nice to meet you all."
Have a lovely rest of the day.
Sits back down on the steps as the five of you make your way back down the street.
Not what I was expecting to run into.
But she had what we were looking for.
You make your way down through these sort of nicer streets, heading south. What's your destination?
The Big B estate, whatever it is, Bainbridge. That one,
Bainbridge.
I think. Yeah.
All right.
It.
I just wanted to know your destination, but we're gonna have to end the session here. Just wanted to be able to jot it down for next time so that I can remember where we were headed.
Huzzah.
Because we're at 3 hours now. So rather than getting into something, let's pause here.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Now then. Flip over. So I suppose the first thing to do, as we always do, is does anything interfere with next week? The
Nope.
6th.
Nope.
Negative.
I don't believe anything interferes with me either, so we will say that next session is penciled in for December 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. In other words, next Monday. And yeah, all right. Bookkeeping wise, as I said at the beginning of the stream, if you weren't here, we likely will not have a Wednesday stream this week. So, well, we won't have a Whispers in the Woods session, but I might do a stream that night instead, since the one of the players can't make it, so we have to cancel the session. But I can still do a stream around 7, so we'll do either a map stream or we'll build another one-shot or something like that. It was a lot of fun last time, so we'll see. See how we're feeling that night. But yeah, I think that's all the bookkeeping. Thanks to those who followed during the stream, if you're still here. And I guess I can go through my little end spiel. If you want to find updates on the schedule and what I'm up to, you can follow my Twitter at GrandLorian, or join our Discord, where we have channels for all the different campaigns that are currently running, as well as some of the past ones. We also have a meme channel, art channel, announcements, all sorts of things are there, so feel free to join it. It's not just for players, it is for anybody watching. If you miss a stream, check out the archive. The link is there, but it is GrandLorian on YouTube if you just want to search it up. I upload all the VODs from here before they disappear onto YouTube so that you can keep up to date if you ever miss anything. or if you want to go back and maybe start at the beginning of this campaign, you can do so and see where the things started back at the orphanage. Yeah, so check that out if you want to. There's some of the old campaigns there too, ones that have wrapped up or are in between seasons. You can check those out. If you want to learn more about the world that all the campaigns I run here, the living world, which is of course Grand Lorien, then you can check out the World Anvil, basically like a wiki for factions, characters, some characters, deities, and places. For reference, this campaign takes place in Middlemere, among the Glimmering Isles, and they're currently in the kind of southern large city of Glorybell. So you can take a peek at that if you want to. I think that's all I have. If you haven't followed, follow. If you have a Twitch Prime and you use it here, we will be very appreciative. And you can gain access to all of our amazing emotes. Our our Granlow Smug. And our Granlow Blush. But yeah, I think that's all we gotta do. Oh, Granlow Scheme, sorry. That's what it was. I don't often type my own emotes in my chat, so it's been a while. Yeah, it was just a very roundabout way of making them all do group therapy. That was the whole purpose behind the quest. She's not even sick. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. The Red Order, they are indeed a new faction that I'm introducing. So they'll have a page on the World Anvil eventually. I'll announce on both Twitter and the Discord when I finally get it public. But it'll be up there, so you can check that out. It's then freely available to be worked into backstories as well as character goals as well for players. So you can read about it there once I get it up, because I got it mostly written up. I just need to transfer it over to the World Anvil because it's in my notes right now. So look forward to the Red Order. Yeah, there's more Draculas.
Wow.
But yeah, so other than that, that's all I have to say. If you guys have anything to add.
Thank you
Nope.
for DMing.
Thank you for playing. And yeah, so announcements will be up for that when it's up. Hopefully within a few days. I'll try to get that done. Especially because I have a little bit of extra time with no whispers. Be able to put some of the prep time into that instead. So look for the announcements on Twitter and Discord, and then you can read about the Red Order. Other than that, have a good night, and I will see some of you guys for the Wednesday stream, or if not, then maybe the next Sunday stream we do, which is Seas of Sound in the desert, or perhaps next week for more Silversong. Yeah, it was a good session, so I had a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, everybody, and take care and have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.